What's up guys, welcome back to another channel on the video. As usual, I want to thank you for the watch. Thank you for subscribing. I have a lot of new subscribers. Hello, it's your girl the king. So today we're doing actors who are fat shaming women left, right and center. So if you are ready for this video, let's get into it.
Korean actresses and stars have been ruthlessly criticized for their looks by the audience way too many times. But what about those times when it was their co-stars or friends from the industry who made these kinds of comments about women in general? Yoo Yeon-seok. Sometimes even those who charm you on the screen are not.
First off, I saw this and I'm going to hate it here. If you're big fans of these actors, I'm not sorry.
Not the ones you should ever look up to or listen to. Known for his roles in Hospital Playlist, Dr. Romantic, and Mr. Sunshine, Yoo Yeon-seok got the audience swooning because of his acting skills and looks. He gained quite a big following, but it all went downhill when he made some really questionable remarks about women. During a press conference for his movie Mood of the Day with his co-star Moon Tae-won, he was asked about what type of clothes he would like a woman to wear on a blind date. And his answer made fans and non-fans alike very angry. Yeon-seok said, "Maybe see-through? If a woman was on a date with me and she wore something like that, I'd think she was interested in me. If she's covered up to her neck like a prude, I'd think she was disinterested." Now, I'm not trying to be rude, but I think it's highly probable that at that moment, many women were no longer interested in him. To call a woman a prude for wearing something that covers her neck? Well,
it's giving perv. Pyeonte.
While wearing a turtleneck himself, may I add, his co-star Moon Tae-won jumped into the conversation saying, "I wear a lot of turtlenecks," to which Yeon-seok replied in the worst way possible. "No. That's why you are single." Who does he think that he is? Clothing has nothing to do with you or how you perceive.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. What the hell is this? You have a lot of things about you that can humble you. I don't know what makes people this confident. Like, I'm God's creation. What gives you the freaking right to even go there?
Perceive women, as each woman is her own person who can dress however they want. Not everything is a subliminal message for men to pick up on. And I'm not the only one who feels furious about this. People on Twitter were quick to comment on his behavior. One user said, "So he wants to feel like every woman is interested in him? I'm shocked. A man wanting to dictate the way women dress for this reason. How very egocentric of him, LMAO. If the woman sitting next to him is his co-star, get her away from this. She deserves better." Another Twitter user said, "I was in love with you in Hospital Playlist, but now you're cancelled. What a douche." Even though the video circulated online, I haven't found that Yoo Yeon-seok has ever made any kind of statement or apology
because
for his
he
comments.
meant it.
Did he change his opinions, or is he hiding his true opinions behind sweet acting roles on the screen? Hae-jin. Oh boy, where do I even start with this one? Hae-jin seems to have a thing for sharing any kind of comments, even if they make you freeze and rethink if he is for real or just trying to be funny while failing miserably. He made terrible comments in an Entertainment Relay interview to promote his drama Famous Princesses. The MC Kang Soo-jung asked him to introduce himself when he rudely said to her, "You need to lose some weight." One person said, "This isn't just being honest, it's being rude." It totally breaks my image of him, especially that comment to Kang Soo-jung. Sadly, this isn't the last comment that he made concerning someone else's weight. On the show Happy Together with Shin Bong-sung, Hae-jin talked about how he's the type to take care of his girlfriend before she tells him she needs anything. Then Shin Bong-sun asked him what he thought she needed. He plainly answered, "I think you need to diet." When another star in the show, Park Mi-sun, asked the same question, he said that she needs some Botox. As for drama co-star Jo Yoon-hee, he said that she needed whitening products. Park Hae-jin seems like he doesn't have a filter to recognize what's okay to say and what isn't.
Look at you, you're not even that,
unless you can change it under 10 seconds. For example, like smudged lipstick. Someone should inform Hae-jin about this. In an interview, the actress Shin Bong-sung revealed about Park Hae-jin that he is a very close dongseng of hers. Many people are trying to use that as an excuse for his comments, sugarcoating the impolite comments he made about her, something along the lines of friendly banter. However, one netizen said, "He seems like he speaks what's on his mind, but for him to talk like that to people he isn't close with means he lacks consideration. I speak candidly with my close friends too, but if someone I don't know spoke to me like that, I'd feel really put off." You can't really call him out either because it's not like he's lying, just being really rude about it. His personality really isn't the type that flows well in society. Bong-sun spoke very kindly about Hae-jin in an interview, revealing, "He was someone I couldn't dare to call Hae-jina. I always called him Prince Neem." On the other hand, when Park Hae-jin was asked if she was prettier back then or prettier now, he said, "How could you ask that? She didn't look like this back then. Her jaw area was wider and stuck out more back then." Basically, he exposed her for doing plastic surgery.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing plastic surgery, but the person should have the right to disclose this information on their own
By
terms.
themselves.
To this, one netizen said, "He's really obsessed with looks, isn't he?" Hae-jin also made some transphobic comments on a segment of another show. He said, "Before my debut, I went to a transgender bar with some friends. The madam
Why?
of the pub sat next to me, and I could see 280 millimeters of hardened skin on her hands and some stocky feet." He then added with a laugh, "They also work late, so at night you can see their 5 o'clock shadows start to appear around their mouths. I'm sorry, but this is totally unacceptable for a public figure to talk like this.
It's out of
I don't
pocket.
care that he's obsessed with looks, but some of these comments are crossing the line and being disrespectful to other people. The worst part? He never apologized for any of these comments. He probably thinks everything he said was
It's
just a
okay.
harmless joke.
Because
So
the
when will
person-
people start calling out stars for their rude behavior instead of canceling them for dating someone publicly? The Korean entertainment industry is truly a mess. Yong-kwang. Body shaming is a huge issue in South Korea, as many of you probably already know. Just think about all the Korean stars who were subjected to criticism from the public for not even being overweight, but just for looking healthy. The skinny Korean beauty standard is sadly projected over the whole population. A 2016 national survey revealed that over 60% of Korean women and 41% of men either were or wanted to go on a diet. To see people who are skinny and still get photoshopped to look unrealistic on the covers of every magazine is bad enough. But what if a star you look up to also shares this toxic view? Yong-kwang spoke his mind in an interview when he was asked about what kind of physical appearance he dislikes. He said, "I hate anyone that looks pathetic. Anyone that looks like Song-joon. I don't mind if they show up without their hair washed or something, but when someone whose physical appearance I don't like shows up like that, I don't even want to look at them." To make it even worse, he added, "I hate thick calves." How tone-deaf and self-entitled do you have to be to even say anything like that? In a society where people praise drastic and unhealthy weight transformations, how do you have the audacity to comment on people's calves? There's a line between having a subjective view of something like beauty, but hating people because you don't find them pretty is just way beyond the line. He dug himself an even deeper grave in this interview, further expressing his comments about people's looks. Whether they be male or female, I like them to be pretty. I know it's not necessary to say things like this, but I'll look at someone's physical appearance and say, I don't like that person. I don't think they'll match me. Then my friends will be like, Hyung, you're really mean, you know that? I think that mean is not a word expressive enough. His opinion about looks really shows how shallow of a person he is. You know it's really bad when your own friends call you.
I've always told people this. You're going to miss out on knowing an awesome person because they're not pretty. I've never understood this preference thing. So you're canceling out a whole group of people that might be awesome, but because they don't look like the way you expect or they don't look like the way you think people should look. If I ever meet people like that, I don't even feel bad. I'm just like, oof, you're going to miss out a lot.
You out. And many netizens share similar opinions. One person said, if Kim Yong-kwang hates people that are ugly with thick legs, then that's up to him. And if I hate on him for saying those things thoughtless, then that's up to me. In the end, you're responsible for the words you spit out. Yong-kwang's interview caused such backlash among netizens that he had to come out with a public apology. He said, I'm sorry for disappointing those that have loved and supported me. Unlike my intentions, a part of my interview has brought about some misunderstandings that have both shocked and upset me. Publicly and explicitly being hateful towards people you don't find attractive is not a misunderstanding. His apology feels like a few words glued together just because he had to face the consequences of his own actions. One netizen summed it up perfectly. Your excuse is pathetic. Didn't you say you hate pathetic people? What's even worse is that this isn't his first time making hateful remarks towards other people's bodies. Another interview from the past came into the spotlight where Yong-kwang said, what I think is ugly is when women with thick thighs and short legs wear skinny jeans, or those that wear leggings and a miniskirt and sit with their legs spread open on the subway. I sincerely ask those people to stop. People can dress however they want to, no matter what body type they have. The worst part about this topic is that I'm sure there are more men like this in the industry that we don't know about because they just haven't been called out on their misogynistic behavior. Whoever is watching this video, I hope you don't take these comments to heart. You are wonderful as you are.
Okay, let's let her finish.
Wonderful as you are. Don't let celebrities dictate how you should look. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.
I feel bad for people who get easily insecure. I cannot understand them because that is not me. It's like I'm already my biggest critic. If somebody ever makes me feel like that, it just makes me feel like, oh, so there's something you're insecure about and you want to project it on me. Because first of all, I'm not gonna look like everybody else. I'm not gonna look like a supermodel. It's not what God intended. Like, are you saying I was created as a mistake? Is that what you mean? We already are biggest critics, so no one should make you feel even worse than you already feel. So just love yourself enough. It's easy to say and it's hard to do, but you gotta start somewhere. You don't need to fully do it. You gotta start somewhere. If you enjoyed this video, comment, like, share. Bye.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.